didn't appreciate you guys making fun of me yesterday. I mean, not yesterday, the last podcast, our first podcast, where I was trying to tell you what Raiden sounds like from Mortal Kombat, and y'all were just like,
"Yeah, you made the stupidest noise in the world."
That's exactly what he sounds
not
like.
What he sounds like.
He sounds That's exactly it. Like the tone.
What is that? What even is that?
I don't know what it is. Why don't you ask the creators of Mortal Kombat? Why are you asking me? Pull it up on YouTube and watch. He's gonna do the exact same thing that we did. Like, I bet you anything he's gonna do that.
You're telling me what he yells is indistinguishable. Like, you can't tell what he says.
Yeah, exactly. Pull it up.
Raiden.
What is that?
Okay, you win.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Was that your favorite?
That was dead. That was dead on, guys. That was dead on. Did you hear him?
Was that your favorite character?
No, he wasn't. He was not my favorite.
I think the next question is who did it better.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Oh man, so was that you like picking fights in middle school and anyone was
I
like,
was
"Yo,
like,
Nomi."
that was my thing.
I had no friends.
And then
growing
everybody
up.
just backed out. They didn't want to like attempted to fight me anymore. They're like, no.
They're like, "Oh shit,
Yeah,
whoa,
this guy
what
is
the
too
hell?
crazy.
What the hell?"
I'm not messing with him.
I don't understand what he's doing to me.
That's hilarious. Another thing I'm kind of mad about.
Oh my god, what is it now?
All right, so Rizzy and I came on time, right? And we set all of this up. And guess who decides to come? Like at least I don't know, 30 minutes later with hey guys, I bought some donuts.
Well, I'm a professional. I don't come here and set things up. I want to come here, I want everything to be ready, and I'm only going to use my voice and my talents when it's ready on camera. I don't want to just do all this little grunt work. That's not me. Come on, man. I'm way better than that.
Speaking of professional, who delayed the start time today?
It was like 30 minutes.
Donuts should have made it up.
It was.
That's all I'm saying.
I said, let's not meet at 10. Let's meet at 10:30, right? And then we end up meeting at 11:30. And then Nomi's like, "Well, it's because you delayed it, and I had all these other things."
I was ready to go at 10. That's all I'm saying.
It was 30 minutes.
That's a long time. Everything can change in half an hour.
When you have the responsibilities he does,
Yes.
You're asking for a lot by delaying
I
30
have a
minutes.
6-month-old baby that's sick.
I'm sorry.
That's my excuse. Beat that.
It's hard to come against that. Whatever. Listen, I imagine you on the ride.
I'm about to Alibaba yo shit.
I was about to say, on the car ride here, I feel like you're just practicing that noise. Like, your wife is next to you.
Just lightning his ass right now.
Yeah, exactly.
What up, everybody, and welcome back to the No Logic Gaming Podcast, the podcast whether you know logic or you have no logic. You decide. And to my right, we have Rizzy.
Donuts solve everything.
They do. And to my left, we have Nomi.
According to Mortal Kombat and the mistakes I made on the first episode about bestiality, I want to clear it up, guys. Yeah, this is the second episode and we're mentioning bestiality once again.
Let's talk about
it.
And
we're 5 minutes in? My goodness.
Forget about ever getting monetized.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted to clear it up. What I meant by what I said was it's actually called Animality. That was the name.
Are you sure
that was the name?
Somehow it's a lateral move.
So you have fatalities in Mortal Kombat. You have babalities. You have friendship. There's a finishing move called friendship.
Yeah.
Yes. There's a brutality. And then the one I messed up, which I thought was the other word, was actually animality. They turn into different animals, and then they bite the heads off their opponent or whatever.
Stay tuned for episode 3 when we have to clarify this again.
Every episode, we're gonna make another pass at this.
Eventually, we'll get this right.
Yeah, the more followers we get, the more we'll have to explain ourselves why this is where we're
First
at.
episode was disturbing fact for the week. This is I fucked up on the first episode. I'm gonna do autocorrect on this episode. That's what that was.
We haven't been on YouTube that long, and you're already doing a YouTuber apology video.
Yeah, I'm doing a correction. Correction corner. Correction corner.
You said that in 4K. That's the unbelievable part.
That's the only way to say it.
It's better than doing it in 720p.
And that's true. Well, speaking of 720p, right? I'm gonna take y'all back to a game that is near and dear to me. Back when the highest you could go was 720.
Was it?
Yes.
Are you
No,
sure?
no, actually, yeah.
No, so the old TVs did 480p. 720p and 1080p came out at the same time. So you just had a bad TV.
I think so. Okay, backstory is they're making fun of me because I used to run my OBS on 720?
720.
720p, and then
Not even 1080.
and these two techno nerds came in and lit me up. They're like, you have all these amazing soundboards and all that kind of stuff, but you're running on freaking 720p? What's wrong with you? How are you a gamer? How are you anything on the YouTube world?
He has a Sony ZV-1 that can record 4K, and the
didn't
guy
know.
went down literally like quadruple the size to get to 720p.
Well, how was I supposed to know that?
You bought the camera.
Google it, man. Just Google it. Do a little research,
No,
bro.
I do absolutely no research. I just have fancy lights and things like that, but I do absolutely no research.
Yeah.
But
You
getting back
you
to
do have a great setup for when YouTube first came out in 2007.
I would have been lit. Speaking of 2007, I think that's when the PS3 came out, or was that 06? That was probably
I
06.
can't remember. Can we double check that?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
can
give
double
me
check
one
that,
second.
sure.
Yeah.
Right, so this is like, I'm taking y'all back to PS3 times because it has to do with my favorite game,
You're near and dear.
my near and dear.
Yeah.
My near and dear called Uncharted 2, not just Uncharted 2, Uncharted 2 Online.
Huh.
Oh, my
For the,
God.
for the PlayStation 3, which came out in 2006.
2006.
Wow, look at that. So, the reason as to why Uncharted 2 Online is so near and dear to me is because they released two things before the actual game came out. Before even the demo was released, they released the Uncharted 2 Online multiple player beta.
Wait, so you're telling me the game demo came out after the multiplayer demo came out?
Multiplayer beta
Really?
came out, yeah.
That's interesting.
That's
Because
really weird.
It was still in, so because they know the game was going to be good, right? They're used to that. But the beta, they wanted to make sure that they can work out the kinks of it, and it was revolutionary.
When was the PlayStation 3 out again?
November 2006.
And when was Uncharted 2 out? Do you remember the release date?
I was a kid.
I'm trying to see how long after the PS3 came
I
out.
was
Sometime after he bought his 720p TV.
I was in the 7th grade when that came out.
7th grade.
So that
Seventh
came
grade.
out October 2009.
October 2009.
3 years after
Yeah.
the PS3 came out.
Man, I was in the 7th grade. So, and that's why this game is like, it holds a
Well,
special place.
Was that your first online multiplayer game? Have you ever played one before that? Was there?
Modern Warfare 2,
Okay.
Uncharted.
Okay.
Uncharted Modern Warfare 2. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
Wow,
My
what
bad.
a mashup game that was.
Call of Duty, Uncharted.
So the reason why it was just so near and dear to me is because the mechanics of it was just like so revolutionary. I remember when that game came out, I even like dressed like Nathan Drake.
Really?
Like yeah, during like the ice portion of it, like I bought like a brown hoodie, even though that's not what he wore. But like I bought a brown hoodie.
But who were you trying to show off to, or were you streaming at that time?
No, just myself.
Just for yourself.
This is just me
Satisfying your own needs
in my own room.
of being Drake.
Exactly. It was me in my own room. I was like 12. I don't know how old I was. I was a kid,
Yeah.
and I would wear that. But the reason why online was just so good is because it was all about fun. There was no, like nowadays, it's all about like, getting these different perks and boosters and adding them on, and it tilts the entire game and trying to like think of like different ways to during the loadout. It's like, no, it had nothing to do with that.
So
Back
you're
in-
saying games aren't fun?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Nowadays, they're not
it's
fun.
It's so competitive nowadays, but back then it was purely about skill, right? And sure, there was like boosters and perks. Why are you laughing?
So now they're
I mean,
not about skill?
nowadays games aren't about skill at all. It's just, back then, back in the days of backgammon,
back
they
in the
had
days,
skill.
Y'all are finally catching on. But it
Okay.
was so good because like whenever you started, like you can pick your favorite character who you want to play. There was the heroes against the villains. And you played a hero. You would start on, of course, opposite sides of the maps. And
Yeah.
I remember the first thing you would do, like when the game started, everybody would just start running and just start chucking the grenades.
The grenades.
Yeah, I remember like it would be what R2 to like fling a
yeah.
grenade.
R2
I'm like,
to lob?
yeah. All right, so people would
Just
start
random
throwing
throws.
grenades, and this is before they patched it because the grenades would go all the way across the map,
The
and you would get a first kill with a grenade. it was that good, and then they patched it.
I'm just
because-
imagining the guy that just started the game. He's like, "Yeah, I'm ready to go."
and you blow up.
It's like, what happened?
You hear the type of thing. But it was like it was so fun. I remember that's what I did. Before going to school, after I came back from school, that's all I played.
Yeah.
And then the main game came out, and I was just mesmerized. And until this, I mean, sadly, they closed down the server for Uncharted 2 online. They did it for 3, and right? 4 is still alive.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is Uncharted 4's multiplayer still going?
It's still because it came out for PS4.
Oh, that's
right?
crazy.
And then one of these days it's gonna stop.
Yeah.
But Uncharted 2 is and 3 they closed it, and I remember playing it for like last time, and it was like, man, just like old times. And it was still always.
So you played it all the way up until the end of the servers.
I stopped.
Until they stopped.
I stopped for a few years.
But then you went back because they're like, oh, they're stopping it.
They're stopping.
Let me get one last
nostalgic look at it.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
So it will always be a near and dear to me. Uncharted 2 online, mainly beta.
Mainly the beta.
Mainly the beta.
Actual game.
Mainly the beta.
Forget about the game. I just want the beta.
What do you think of if you were to rank them in order 1 through 4 Uncharted, what would be a ranking?
2 would be the best. 3 would be the worst.
3 would be the worst.
Really?
What makes 3 worse than 1?
Well, it's because 3 is not okay.
Is it the story? Is it the because they Uncharted has these epic these set pieces.
Yes.
They're like, oh, this is gonna happen where it's.
I enjoyed the desert walk for Uncharted. I really liked that.
Okay, where you fall off the plane, the cargo plane.
Yeah, on the cargo
plane. And you're trying to like get your way back up,
yeah,
but you eventually fall down.
You go into the desert.
Spoiler alert! I know the game's super old, but just in case if you haven't played it, you just want to
If you haven't played the Uncharted series at this point, like, come on, it's 2020.
Well, if someone who doesn't have a PlayStation and they do an Xbox, you're just gonna hate on them. You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard
Blue does not like people who have Xboxes and have not played the Uncharted series.
This is the second time you've guilt tripped me. First of all, you're like, "Oh, my daughter was sick. How dare you get on to me?" And now you're now this.
This is the game I play.
So Uncharted 2 best one, and then the next one I liked Uncharted the original.
So 2 and then 1.
2, 1, 4, 3.
Really?
Yeah.
You like 1 that much?
Where does the Call of Duty mashup game rank?
Well, 1 was like in fact, fun fact,
I'm the one who
Nomi's the one who introduced me to Uncharted to begin with.
Yeah. I mean I was obsessed with the demo on PlayStation.
Oh yeah, y'all laugh at me for liking the demo.
Because that's the only game they had. There's nothing else to play on the PlayStation. When the PlayStation launched, you had no games, and I would just play random ass demos over and over and over.
Wait, so the games came out after the?
No, it was later. It came out later.
I mean, the demos came first.
Yeah, the demos came out first.
Oh, that's crazy.
I would play the demo over and over again because I'm like, oh, this is awesome. PlayStation 3 one of the first games was Uncharted. I think did it release with the PS3? I don't
remember
so.
it came with the PS3.
I know
thought it came
when
later.
did Uncharted come out?
Uncharted came out in 2000. Oh, the original Uncharted?
Yeah.
No, let me look at that up.
But I think although it was a really special game because it was like the first PlayStation 3 game I played.
Yeah.
It doesn't hold up at all.
Really?
It doesn't hold up at all. It is slow and boring and just like, oh my god. It's just shooting after shooting after shooting after shooting.
There was a lot of shooting sequences to where it did get
it's like, come on, give me something new to do.
Yeah.
But the best thing about 1 was the twist at the end, where you're starting to fight the zombie Nazis.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, that came out of nowhere and it turned into a horror game.
It did. Oh my god, in that dark sequence?
Yeah,
I hated that.
The crap out of me.
I couldn't beat the game.
When was it?
So the original came out in 2007.
Oh wow.
So it was later. So I got the PlayStation 3 and I only played demos. I got the brand new console and I just downloaded demos and I played those.
What was your first game?
I can't remember.
So it came out in November 2007. So it was about 1 year after the PlayStation 3
I think Uncharted
came
was
out.
my first game, yeah. What was it, sorry?
So it came out 1 year after the PlayStation
1 year
3.
after the PlayStation, yeah. Was Heavenly Sword one of them? That original PlayStation 3? What were the launch titles of PS3? I think Heavenly Sword was one of them.
Heavenly Sword
came out in 2006.
That came out September 2007, so about 10 months after the PlayStation 3.
So that's still not. What are the launch? Would this PlayStation 3 have any launch game? I don't even know.
Probably Spiderman.
Spiderman. Yeah, maybe. I have no idea.
Should have been Batman.
Honestly, don't know. But yeah, I'm surprised that you like 1 that high up in the ranking. I would be my last one.
You know, I'm tired of you thinking that you know everything.
I don't know everything. I just think your opinions are suck. you just have garbage opinions. What do you want me to do?
No, you don't know everything. Like, okay, for example, like like Final Fantasy? You think you know anything about that?
Dude, you can ask me about anything Final Fantasy VII related, and I bet I know it.
Am I looking at a challenge?
Anything.
Is that a challenge?
Anything you just.
That sounded like a challenge.
You're saying this on 4K right now. This is going to be uploaded.
I said bestiality on 4K. I'm going to say this on 4K. I'm not afraid.
As he points at his crotch.
I'm not afraid to get banned.
Why are you're pointing at your crotch the entire time.
This this podcast will never make money.
Probably not. No.
Already demonetized.
No,
You haven't even started.
Yep.
But, okay, so you really think you know Final Fantasy?
7, yes, I know everything about 7.
7.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm willing to coast. I'm gonna look this up.
What are you guys about to do?
I'm gonna pull up trivia.
I think it's time for a challenge.
Oh, give me.
Are you gonna quiz me?
Yes.
You're gonna quiz me? Oh, I got this in the freaking bag. I'm not even scared. What? I'm gonna get 100% on whatever the heck, whatever the shit you asked me about Final Fantasy VII.
Oh no, we're gonna keep talking. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get this up. In fact, I just googled Final Fantasy VII trivia.
So would you say?
I see how prepared you are.
Yeah. You're talking all this shit. Yeah, okay, let's see.
So would you say that most of your mastery will be 7 as compared to the other Final Fantasy trailers? Or the other titles?
Yeah, absolutely. 7 will be my like number 1. Like I know for sure.
Okay, all right, let's do this. Let's put a game show sound effect on. Here we go. All right, everybody, welcome to the first and hopefully last Final Fantasy VII trivia. And we're gonna call this segment "You Think You Know Me." Let's go ahead. Yeah.
Because I know me.
Yeah. So let's get to it. So let's go ahead and pull this up.
What is this crap? What the?
Listen, I made this in like 30 seconds.
Really?
Yep. Wow. I got the domain and everything for it.
Damn, bro.
This is sponsored by Video Chums. Okay, so let's see here. How well do you know Final Fantasy VII?
Okay.
All right. Well, let's tag team on the question.
Let's tag
right?
team. Yeah.
I'll ask the first question. Where? This is so broad. Where was the Avalanche originally founded?
Midgar.
All right, so select Midgar.
Is this what it is?
Yeah.
Next question.
Is it gonna?
It doesn't tell you at the end.
Oh, it's the green bar. Maybe that's what it is.
No, that was green.
Oh, okay.
All right, so.
Okay. Honeybee Inn is located in which sector of Midgar?
Look at that! They're crumbling on 2.
Hold on. Give me. I'm gonna say Sector 7.
Sector 7.
Yes.
All right. Next question.
Hey, didn't you try to start a business called the Honeybee Inn?
No. What?
Okay, never mind.
You know what that is in the game?
No.
It's sort of like a whorehouse.
It's a brothel.
So no idea. It's pretty much what it is. I did not start a business called Honeybee.
I think this
you.
is more a business you would have started, Blue.
All
right. So, what is the most expensive prize in Battle Square?
Oh no! What is?
That's a good question.
What is the most expensive prize in Battle Square?
I don't know what Battle Square.
So Battle Square is from the man. That's the casino type area.
5
that they have in the game.
4, 3.
W summon.
No timer.
2. Yeah. There's
W summon. I don't.
W item.
W summon.
He says, yeah.
I think.
Bam.
That was hard.
All right. Question 4.
Oh no, not this one.
Which enemy?
Dude, these are getting like deep into the
the weeds of it.
From Final Fantasy VII.
You said you know me. So question 4. Which enemy can be morphed into a Tetra Elemental accessory? Accessory.
Oh man, that's so it's either Marlboro or Master Tonberry.
Marlboro.
Marlboro Lights.
Oh man, I think it's one of those two. So I'm going to say
Marlboro. Okay. Next question.
And I'm so afraid right now.
Bullets. All right. 5th question. What is the person who controls Kate Sith also known for? A little animal thing where there's one person on top?
Yeah, that's one of those guys.
At least you knew that much.
It's not a vice president.
There's no way
it's not a soldier officer. It is. I'm gonna say Mako reactor designer.
You're putting a lot on the line here.
Mako.
Halfway there.
All right.
Who is the original
Zack
wielder of the Buster
Oh,
Sword?
wait, no. Hold on.
Zack Fair.
No, it's not. Hold on.
Too
It's
late.
Angel.
Angel.
Yeah, that
Healy?
guy. Mm-hmm.
Healy?
That was a trick question, by the way. I'm
Is
gonna
it?
just let you guys know that was a trick question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which boss can a weapon for Yuffie be stolen from?
Oh, Yuffie. What? Oh, man. This one. Dude, these are ridiculous questions, man.
Yeah, like level 10 one.
I love the first and second question. This is getting crazy.
It's getting harder. As we
Yeah,
go.
we're not even in the anus anymore. We're going deeper.
Deep in the intestines of it now.
Yeah. Golly. I'm going to say ruby weapon.
Ruby weapon.
Ruby weapon, okay. Alright.
Whose level 4 limit break manual is earned by playing a piano?
Vincent? La, 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 la. I'm going to say Vincent. Vincent.
Okay.
Oh my god, these are ridiculous. I don't know if I'm going to get any of these right now. Shh.
Which of the following games does not include Cloud Strife as a playable
Oh my
character?
god. Oh, look, hey, it's
Dude.
one of your Final Fantasy tactics.
Oh, I love that game!
I don't think you're Cloud Strife in that game. Yeah, let's do that.
What
What
are you going to
is-
say?
What is that? E1. What is that? It doesn't even say.
Irgiz?
Urgus? I've never heard of that
I've
before.
never heard of that word before. Yeah, I'm going to pick tactics. I think he's not in there.
Yeah, I don't remember Tactics being in.
All right, last question.
You just called for help, by the
And
way.
last question. How many pups accompany Red 9?
Oh no!
Red
Are you
13.
kidding me?
Oh,
in the
snap,
final ending
dude.
scene?
Yo! How many pups? Dude, I don't remember. I don't know this question. I know who Red 9 is, the dog.
This is the last.
Red 13.
This is the last. When you beat the game,
Yeah?
this is like after credits roll. They show you like a snippet of this dog. The dog is called Red 13. That's his name.
Oh, Red 13.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah,
got
Red 9.
pups.
Yeah, I had to reread it. It was Red 13.
He has pups, and he's got how many? I never counted the freaking pups. It's like a really weird CGI like cutscene.
Ooh, are we going to stump him in this one?
When
I
in
think
doubt,
you've
pick
already
scene.
stumped me in the previous ones.
After the third
So
question,
I'm
he's
gonna
been
say
downhill since
4
4? Okay.
because it's not 2 or 3. I feel like there's more than 3.
Okay.
Alright,
Let's see.
reveal how much I know
Oh my
about Final
goodness, I'm so
Fantasy VII.
scared right
You
now.
think you
guys.
know me? Oh god, I'm so scared right now. Oh my god! How do we share this on Facebook,
I feel
Twitter, Reddit?
After,
You barely know me.
after the first and second one, it got ridiculous. I'm
You
not
know
gonna
me
lie.
after all.
You guys have to like ramp up the difficulty slowly. You guys went from like, hey, how y'all doing? To I'm gonna get you so bad.
Okay, so I have a couple of bonus questions here.
Okay. Oh, yay, okay.
This does not
This
pertain
is fun,
to...
by the way. I'm having a good time.
This
Even
is-
though I'm getting them really wrong.
This doesn't pertain to in-game play, but more about the game itself.
Okay, I like that.
All right, so let's start with hopefully what's an easy one. How many discs was Final Fantasy VII split into?
3.
And for the PC?
Oh. Oh no. no discs.
No disc.
1 disc.
Are you saying it's a trick question? There was no release for
Yeah.
the PC?
No, there was a PC release, but it was just downloadable.
No, it was 4 discs.
What?
Yeah.
Why did they need an extra disc for the PC?
I don't know. If someone from Square knows the answer to this, please let us know.
Well,
okay.
I failed that one.
Okay, next question. We all know Final Fantasy VII came out for the PlayStation. What was the original console it was meant for?
Nintendo.
Which one?
64.
Super Nintendo.
No way.
It was originally
Super Nintendo?
Super Nintendo. It was delayed. Then they went back and tried to put it on the 64, and then they got in a fight with Nintendo.
Oh my god.
So it was
that old, huh?
that
they were in
old.
talks that long ago.
that long ago. That's when development of Final Fantasy VII first started. And when they made the jump to PlayStation, that's when they decided to also go with the 3D polygon.
Man, I am in epic
method.
fail right now, you know that? I'm so disappointed in
Coming
myself.
next to
But
you.
these are some hard-ass questions, I'm
what?
not gonna lie.
You know,
You have any more?
There's one more. You want to do like a rapid fire?
Yeah, let's do it, man. This is so much fun, I'm not even gonna lie.
Okay, we'll try to make this like super quick.
Oh,
Okay.
real quick though,
Yeah,
while
one more?
Blue pulls this up, what was the fight with Nintendo about?
The size of the game, and they wanted Nintendo to switch to CDs. instead of keeping the cartridges. The Nintendo wouldn't.
The CDs was one of the issues that they had. What was
Look
their
at his fingers. He's like, oh, he's like, I don't know. I don't know.
what was their biggest fight about?
I hate you, Blue.
Like what really soured the relationship?
I think it
I
was.
mean, everyone
just,
knows about the CD thing. You know,
Yeah.
Nintendo never went with it. But what really soured it?
Did they want some of the profits
No,
from Square? No.
no, it wasn't
Did
that.
they-
They already had a relationship, so they already knew the profit structure.
Did they? Can you give me a hint?
Can I phone a friend?
You
Can I
know,
poll
it
the
was-
audience?
What audience right now?
Yeah.
You know,
All
I mean,
three of you?
You know, their biggest was the CD-ROM, obviously.
Yeah,
because that was the hardest
there was
to
a size
change.
problem. They would have to release the game in like 13 cartridges
Mhm.
or something like that, something ridiculous.
And it's very hard to switch cartridges.
Yeah,
when
you
the
really
game
can't
is
switch
running.
cartridges while you're in game.
And you can't
Insert
save.
cartridge 9.
Yeah,
And you can't save. That's
Yeah.
like the worst part.
yeah.
But really, it came down to one scrapping Super Nintendo CD-ROM
Uh-huh.
and also Nintendo's censorship policies because they were more aimed at younger children.
Oh yeah,
and
because
they
Final
wanted the
Fantasy
game
VII has
censored.
adult. Yeah, there's some adult themes. in it.
Nintendo would not let
The
them
honey in.
add any of
The
that.
honeybee
Yeah,
in.
that
The
would not
honeybee
have
in.
found it. That would not have found its way into the game if it was on Super Nintendo. As we know from Mortal Kombat last week, there was not even any blood in it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Here we
Do it.
go.
I'm excited. I
All
love
right.
these.
What's the name of Tifa's
Seventh
bar?
Heaven?
Seventh Heaven?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is correct.
All right. What soldier class
First
is
class.
Sephiroth? First class.
Yes.
All right. Which of these characters is not a member of the Turks?
Okay, we're gonna have to say one of the names.
Is it Sang, Rude, Rufus, Alma?
You're asking which of these characters is not a member of
Not
the
a
Turks?
member.
Not a member. Not a
Who
member.
was not a member of the Turks?
5, 4.
Rufus.
I can't read. Okay, there
Ow.
it is. Rufus.
Nice.
All right. What is Cloud's highest damage weapon?
Ultima weapon.
Ultimate weapon. All right. What is Barrett's level 4 limit break
Ooh,
called?
Apocalypse. No, catastrophe. No, apocalypse.
Think
Catastrophe.
about it.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Hurry up! Rapid fire! Rapid fire!
Final
Rapid fire! Rapid fire! Rapid fire!
Heaven.
Rapid fire!
It has to be Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Shit! I was so
Oh,
close.
I'm
Catastrophe.
sorry, it was catastrophe.
In which location did you find Vincent?
The Shinra Mansion.
Shinra Mansion.
Nice.
All right. What is Sephiroth's sword called?
The Masamune.
Wait, they all look the same.
Masamune. The second.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
All right.
Good job.
What color is support material?
That's the purple. Hold on. Support is purple.
purple.
What? Wait.
Woo!
You know, I'm
What next one?
colorblind.
Next one. Next
I'm
one. Next one. What
colorblind.
is Zach's
I'm
hometown
colorblind.
called?
I'm colorblind. He's from Gungaga. The third one.
They all look okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, what the hell?
Which
Okay.
of Genova's form is?
Oh no, this is so hard. This
Okay,
one's
read-
hard.
Read them out. Read them out.
Genova Life.
Genova death, Genova synthesis, Genova life,
Birth.
Genova birth.
Birth.
No.
No!
It was synthesis.
That
I
was
knew
hard.
one.
That
What
one's
is the
hard.
name of Tifa's martial arts teacher?
Zengen-
Zangon, Zeron, Zangon.
The
Zangon.
first one. Yeah.
All right.
Very
Which
good.
of these attacks does Roof use in battle?
Shotgun.
It is. All right. Which of
Uh-huh.
these is not a monster in Final Fantasy? Underlizard, Hellbiker, Harpy, or Death Dealer?
RP is, Hellbiker is, Under Lizard or Death Dealer. I'm gonna say Under Lizard.
Underlizard.
Damn it!
Wrong.
Hellbiker is this?
How much of an attack boost does the Berserk status effect give?
Oh, I know this one.
Oh, I don't know this one.
Oh, you think you know me?
Times 2. Guessing, I have no idea.
What
Times
do
2.
you think? No.
Dang it!
It was 1.5.
How old is Sid?
Oh,
Hyman?
what? How am I
I know
supposed to
this
know
one.
it?
I know this one.
Look,
He's
it's
infinity. He's infinity. Yeah, yeah.
I know the answer to this.
Fuck. I'm gonna say
29.
40. He's 36. 40 or 36. 40 or 30.
Come on. 3, 2.
40.
32.
I hate this.
What weapon does Yuffie have equipped when she first
The
joins her party?
boomerang, no, spiral, the 4-point shuriken? 4-point shuriken.
I mean, it's in the picture.
Yeah.
I mean,
How
That's a
much
good point.
GP do you need to spend to stay at the Ghost Square in the
10?
10?
15, 10. 10. What?
It was 5.
On what floor of the Shinra building are the jail cells, Whole
this
Cloud,
is-
and the party?
This is so
I
hard.
think I know this one too.
69.
This is so hard.
Good number.
Oh, the jail cells are pretty high up. I'm gonna say 68.
7th.
How many? You're really
Two.
crumbling.
Yeah.
It was in
Okay.
the picture though.
All right. What is the? Yeah, it is.
Oh, father's
All right,
name.
What is the name of Red
Nanaki.
13. Red 13's father.
Red 13's father?
Nanaki.
Nanaki.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Sito?
You scored 11 out of 20. Oh.
So you think you know me?
Ooh,
man.
that's not looking so good for you. So
This-
altogether, you got 14
You failed.
out of.
It was like 14
this
out
hurt
of
my
40.
ego like hardcore.
you got a 50% rating.
This hurt my heart. I'm gonna take a break.
All right. I think
From life?
from life.
It's from everything, yeah. Yeah, from my baby, I'm just gonna take my sick baby. I'm gonna go on a desert walk.
Oh, here we go again with the.
I'm gonna go on a desert walk. You know, there's just so much happening in my mind. You know, that's why I couldn't get all of these answers. But you know, it is what it is. It's okay. You know, we're not all perfect.
Watching me like. I feel like you guys were attacking me the entire time.
Yeah. Speaking of games that may not have been perfect, has anyone played Heavenly Sword?
You know, I played it when it came out on the PlayStation 3. Well, we just talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It came out 2007, right?
2007.
2007. PS3 came out 2006. This is also one of those games where I was a kid when I played the demo of it. Yeah, I played the demo of it. Y'all played
Did
the
you
demo?
enjoy the demo more?
Wait, hold on. It was
I don't
good.
remember playing the demo actually. But I did get the game.
I will say this: Heavenly Sword is one of those games where I feel like if it would have continued, it would have like it would have killed God of War. Like that's just my.
It would have been a
why do you feel
franchise.
it would have killed
God of War. That's
God of
such
War
a.
is like the franchise on PlayStation.
God of War is more of those hack and slash type of things.
They're
right?
both hack and slash games.
But Heavenly Sword brought on new audiences.
What audiences? It
No,
sold
not
less than God
audiences.
of War.
Ambiances?
Still less than ambiances.
Ambiances? No, new nuances.
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 There
What
you
kind
go.
of nuances did they bring?
Like for example, there was different like sword mechanics, right? It wasn't just like a attack like God of War. It was more of like it was more tactical in the sense where you can't just keep on attacking. You can, but you have to switch your swords depending on how many enemies are around you. If they're in front of you and they're a big one, you want the big one, like a Buster Sword type of sword that Nariko
Nariko,
used.
yeah.
And then if you had for example, a lot of people around you, you would use the chains to kind of,
But this
Kind
was
of like
all,
God of War. He had
But
a,
this was all built into one weapon, right?
What came out first? God of War. I mean,
Well, God of War 2, I believe, came out before. Yeah.
there was even on the
I can
PS3.
double check that.
3 came out after. I
can you
remember
look at
3
that?
came out
Yeah,
afterwards.
So what I'm saying is that
2007, March 2007.
Okay, but that was also a PlayStation 2 game.
Yeah, it was pretty
is
old.
that
technically.
2 or the original?
That's 2.
Well,
the
3 came
original-
out afterwards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so because the God of War was already working on their third one,
Mhm.
but Heavenly Sword was just so good. You know what I mean? And there was so much hype around it, like when it
I
came
mean,
out.
but
I
it
think
wasn't all positive hype either.
not really.
This was a game that almost didn't come to be.
No, it didn't. It didn't. There's a lot of backstory as to why Heavenly Sword 2 never took place.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel, I mean, that'll be a topic for another
Because
day.
God of War was better.
No. No.
Well, which God of War was going on? Was there a God of War ready to be
Three
released in PS3?
demo came out.
3
for the
was
PS3.
under development at the time.
Yeah,
That was for PS3?
Yeah.
That was for PS3.
I remember
Oh,
playing that.
interesting.
Because
demo.
God of War 2 came out at the tail end of PlayStation 2.
Okay, yeah, it says 2010, yeah.
Yeah.
God of War 3. Interesting. So those were in competition. But when did Heavenly Sword come out?
2007.
3 years.
3
Yeah.
years prior.
3 years
Yeah.
apart. Okay.
Yeah, but
Well-
I mean, it brought on things like, for example, so the budget was pretty high, but they bought a lot of like production value. For example, what is that called? Where the actors wear like the suit? They have that
The
little-
costume?
They have to wear the
The
costume.
CGI costumes?
CGI
I don't know
costume.
if that's what it's called, but yeah.
So that
You know what we mean.
Yeah, because the hardware for it, in fact, Heavenly Sword was not even supposed to be. It was never intended to be on PS3, just in development.
So you're saying it took so long to come out that they had to skip PS2 and just throw it on PS3 at
Well,
the
it
end.
was still in development, and then PS3 came. I'm like, all right.
So, I mean, I've heard the PlayStation 3 when it first launched was super, super hard to develop for.
Now we know that it was a challenge
It
all
was
the way through.
really
and
hard.
games
Yeah.
that were on it, some of them still haven't come out for 4 or 5. Like you still
Really?
can't get some of these games.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Did it go through some like development hell? Heavenly Sword?
Well, the problem is, like, I won't get too much into it,
Yeah.
but like the game came out, there's a lot of hype behind it, but it only sold like 1.5 million copies. In fact, what's the studio that worked on it? I forget the studio's name.
Ninja Theory?
Yeah,
Ninja Theory, yeah.
Yeah, so when they made it, they didn't even break even, dude.
Oh, really?
They didn't even break even from it.
Technically, they didn't even finance the whole game. Sony had to step in and help them.
Oh,
and
wow.
Sony owns the IP for it as well. So if they were to continue, and at that time, Ninja Theory was working on 2 other games with it,
Really?
which didn't do as well. I mean, well, it did, but the question of like they in fact they had Heavenly Sword 2 and 3. They wanted to do a franchise of 3 games.
So this was a trilogy.
This was supposed to be a trilogy, but because the first one never lived up, like in the sense of like getting money back, there was no,
So it wasn't deemed commercially viable.
I guess.
Unlike God of War, which is now in its 5th sequel.
but it was bad timing. You know what I mean? It was bad timing.
Whose fault was that?
Well,
Whose fault was
No
that?
one told them to take forever to come out.
God of War 3 came out on the PS3. It already had marketing. It already had things hype behind it. Heavenly Sword was a new game, independent studio, and a new console for it. Like, it had so many chips against them.
Yeah, but it was an independent studio that Sony ended up backing to get done. You would think they would have, known ahead of time what they were getting into.
I guess. I don't really know what happened.
But also, like, what's the lead time on a game?
I don't know.
Right? It's a few years, right, Nomi?
For sure.
And this game came out right, 1 year after PlayStation 3. But based on their development, that almost makes it sound like it should have come out on PlayStation 2.
That's true.
Right? Because God of War 2 came out March 2007, just before PlayStation 3's release, and this came out a year after PlayStation 3's release.
That's true.
I mean, in terms of like the back end stuff, I feel like not as much support there was. If we're comparing the two, I mean, in terms of that, God of War has more, I don't know, people backing it up.
Of course, because it's better.
I think in terms of gameplay, if Nariko and Kai were to square up,
you think they would beat Kratos? Have you met Kratos? You would destroy all of them.
Listen, in fact,
he's the God of War.
It might be like a love story at the end of the day. But anyways, it might turn into a love story. But I think like, had it continued, it would have brought out more mechanics, and it would have been known as, God of War and Heavenly Sword. But it didn't get much. I think for the time, it was amazing.
So you think it just was misunderstood?
I think it was misunderstood. And I'm so sad because I would love a Heavenly Sword 2. I would love it.
I think it would be good, but I also feel like they would have to redo Heavenly Sword 1.
She was actually my first game crush. Kind of weird to say, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
She had
Rico
really
was your
long and
first
red hair.
crush?
That's true.
I mean, the outfit was skimpy, so I guess you got something going on there, right?
Maybe that's why I'm backing it up. I was like, listen, better than God of War.
Now, I have played both, and I will say that in terms of gameplay, Heavenly Sword did have a couple breaks in there that God of War didn't. Like, you can play, some scenes as Kai with her crossbow. You can
control
fire
the arrows.
Yeah,
and the,
you
and
can
the
control
bombs.
the arrows, how they get thrown.
Man, that was difficult. I remember those
Wait,
sequences were so hard.
6-axis.
Yeah.
It was a challenge, but it
Yeah.
was a fun challenge. It was definitely a break from the standard hack and slash.
Yeah.
I would say that the graphics were certainly better than God of War at the time.
Yeah.
But God of War definitely had the better artwork. Like the
yeah.
like the scenarios, scenes, the world,
Absolutely.
how they set it out.
And
God of War definitely.
God of
beat it
War
in
is just
that.
relentless. Like Kratos is just like, he destroys things with so much cinematic awe.
In terms of gore, I would say that when I played God of War 3, the demo when it came out for PS3, my God. That Cyclops' eye that he just pulled out, and he just killed Apollo, the son of God.
I just feel like
Godson.
Ninja Theory, they've evolved from Heavenly Sword to games that are similar to Heavenly Sword.
There was one that came out which is very, I forget his name.
It's called, I think it was Hellblade.
Hellblade, yeah.
You have you played this game?
So I didn't.
It got so many awards, and
Really?
it's really similar to
It was
Heavenly
said,
Sword.
It was said that like it's because
It's kind of like
it kind of resembles Kai, right? Scroll up,
yeah.
right. It kind of resembles Kai in a sense, and they're like it's like the last farewell.
Yeah, so they had
There's a part 2 as well, I think.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
There's a Hellblade 2.
Yeah, that's
So that was
scheduled to come
more
out
of
next year.
Oh, it's coming out next year.
It comes out next year. Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
I'll review it.
That will be an Xbox exclusive.
Oh no!
Because
you have an Xbox?
Why?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell
Ninja
you
Theory
why.
has been bought by.
Yes, they are owned by Microsoft now, so they are a partner studio.
Windows update! Dang it.
That's hilarious.
So unfortunately, the original Hellblade will be the only one you see on PlayStation.
Well, if it's gonna flop, we'll know why. You know why? God of War is better.
Oh damn!
Just because
you're really just dividing our audiences right now with the Xbox comments.
But you have to remember, if they ever do make another Heavenly Sword, it won't be Ninja Theory that makes it. That time's over.
That's true. It's gonna be.
It'll be a Sony make. It'll be made by Sony.
Heavenly
Sony's
Sword
the one
still
who's
owns
gonna
the IP, but they just need somebody to make it. But I don't think that's their
Sony owns IP,
priority right now.
Yeah.
They have other things happening.
Like Spiderman.
Like Spiderman. The story trailer came out. Can we check that out together? Have you guys seen it yet?
No, I want to see
haven't
this.
seen it either. Come on, let's watch it together.
Let's pull it up.
I'm so ready for this. I'm excited. Trash. Don't call Spider-Man trash, man. You gotta play this game. It's one of the best superhero games that's ever come out.
Unless they make a Batman version of, of that.
Quit being a hater, bro. Quit being a hater, bro.
And let's check.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Sony
Anything
Studios.
Sony Studio, man. They're just epic.
Insomniac. What a horrible name.
You're crazy. That's a.
Sitting here now.
Who are these two?
I got a second chance. And I'm going to take advantage of that. But I need you with me, Pete. We're going to heal the world.
Horrible.
Marvel.
Oh, baby, look at this, man.
Wait, there's two Spider-Mans?
There's Miles Morales and Spider-Man.
This is why Batman has nothing left to do.
Hey, good to meet you.
New job, huh? Still gonna have time for.
That's Miles right there.
Figure it out.
That was a good game as well.
Oh my God,
Miles Morales.
so good.
I didn't know there were bears in these woods.
We're clearly in the city.
I have another name for you. Craven. These heroes
Oh my God, this looks so good.
No, if you need me, I'm just a call away.
Lee, you don't know what you took from me.
Oh my God.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go help him.
Wow. Oh my God.
This was our dream. I'm not going
I'm getting goosebumps right now, dude.
Wasn't he the bad guy?
Ooh, that gave me chills, bro. So good. Oh man. That's Venom, bro. Look at them. He looks buff as hell. Oh yeah.
That trailer looks
and that's what the
amazing.
PlayStation 5 looks like too, that little consuming the logo.
Oh, that's right, on the special edition.
The special edition.
I think I want the special edition now.
Oh my God. Come on. Didn't give you anything?
No
Tell me
reaction at all?
the feelings and the emotions you felt watching that.
It's pretty basic. I mean, I always
Oh
thought.
my God,
the
bro.
problem is,
How
it
is
takes,
it basic?
It takes place during the daytime. No, I feel like there's more ambiance and more like things writing for it.
Well, they want to show off what it's going to look like. I mean, that's great artwork to show the whole city like that.
There was no story with it. Who was the bad guy? Who was the good
You
guy?
just saw a big old dude that it's Venom. He's a big old buff dude that looked like a monster.
Yeah,
that's your bad guy of
but
the game.
He looked like he was the good guy because he had tentacles. Like I don't know who is who. I don't know what's going on.
Spider-Man gets consumed by the symbiote, which are the little black things that are coming out of him.
See, it's just like Harry Potter, just too confusing.
Oh my God!
How is
I don't know
Harry
what to do
Potter
with it.
confusing?
Can we move on? I don't have the energy to talk to him about stupid shit. Can we move on to the
We're
next?
gonna have a
Can
segment.
we look at another trailer?
We should think of a segment.
Yeah, you know what? Let's see the new Batman game trailer. Oh, never mind.
Okay, all right. You know what? If
Yeah,
y'all
what?
want, you should watch the Arkham Asylum trailer
Why are you gonna watch that? It's so old.
because it'll show you who the good guy is and who the bad guy is.
Batman's the bad guy.
Everybody's seen it and played it. It's an old game. You need to keep up with the modern things that are happening in this world. You can't. You're stuck in the old days, and you're only what 25. What are you?
26.
You're stuck in the old days, man. Like, come on, man, grow
How
up.
do you not know who the bad guy is, though?
Of who?
Of Spider-Man.
Spider-Man?
Is there any game you do know who the bad guy is?
I think it was just like why does the bad guy have to look like the good guy but in a different suit? They're like, oh, let's just do the same thing but just make it a little
What if the good
That's-
guy
no,
is
but that's
actually a
Miles
bad
Morales. That's not the bad guy.
guy? What if the good guy is actually the bad guy in the same costume? How would you know?
It's just confusing.
Is there anyone you would know who the bad guy is?
See, the bad guy, right?
Mhm.
I feel like the bad guy should be clear cut of who the.
No, that's not. I mean, that's basic. Like you said, that's so basic.
No, it's not.
Yeah, no, that is basic.
No, it's not. Like for
Clear
example,
cut? No, I want to know that's like it's a secret. It's like, oh my god, oh that guy turned into the bad guy. It's a twist. Oh my goodness, I didn't even know this whole time, and he's been the bad person.
oh, well,
That
like
type of stuff.
like Joel from Last of Us.
Ooh.
Joel was the bad guy. You know that, right?
No, he wasn't.
Joel is the villain of The Last of Us.
Oh my god.
No, he's not.
Wait, is that a conspiracy corner?
I think. Okay, yeah. This is what I wanted to talk about today, and you brought it up really quickly, and I was not ready for it. But let's do this. Welcome to the conspiracy corner, guys.
Oh wow, that sound effect is coming on time this time, huh? All right.
There was a conspiracy with you.
Yeah, you hit a button at the right time, and it works.
Man, let's move on. What are we looking for? Joel is he the bad guy?
Joel from The Last of Us is the villain. You are playing a bad guy in this game. You don't know it yet until the very end, until you do all that crazy shit in the hospital, until you do everything against humanity itself for your selfish needs. You are the bad guy, and it's revealed when he lies to Ellie the way he does at the end. You are the bad guy.
Well, okay, well, hold on. You played this game recently. What do you think?
Parents lie to their children all the time.
Yes.
Okay, but they don't kill a hospital full of doctors and nurses.
I mean, they can.
Yeah, but they don't. That's not normal. That's villainous.
What part about that world was normal, though?
Exactly.
When you have clickers and bloaters and infected, there's nothing normal about
Listen,
that.
you have to understand that there's a. I get the world is all fucked
the
up.
Fireflies are bad too. Let's just say that. Can I say that?
In Last of Us 1, the Fireflies are bad?
Yeah.
What do they do?
Well, it's because they're like in the beginning sequence, it was even revealed like, oh, follow the fire. Look for the when you're looking for the light, the firefly, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So there was that piece of it, but it made it seem like the Fireflies were bad too. Because remember that person y'all were tracking down in the beginning?
Marlene?
Joel? Yeah.
Marlene, she basically raised Ellie. I mean, I don't understand how she's the bad guy. That doesn't make any sense to me. How are the Fireflies bad in this? They're literally a group of doctors and scientists and researchers trying to figure out how to save the world. How to stop this from killing more people.
I think what he means is in the at the beginning when they show, all the attacks against the U.S. military,
Yes.
it's all said to be by the Fireflies, but it's never actually revealed if they did the
The
attacks
government
or not.
Yeah.
in The Last of Us is not the actual government.
It's the military.
It's a military government. It's not like here's
The president.
Yeah, here's your president. Here's your branches of the government. No, this is military. You do what we tell you to do or you die. Like that's literally what it is. So they're a tyrannical bunch of people, like basically ordering people around. So it's not really a safe haven for anybody. Fireflies are the ones trying to free these people, trying to get people out of there, trying to, again, save the world from a virus that's spreading. So I don't understand what does not make Joel a bad guy. Like you can see, and even by the time his actual daughter dies in the beginning of the game, 20 years pass.
Yeah.
And in those 20 years, he even tells you, I've done some really fucked up things to stay alive in this world.
Yes.
I've done really horrible things. You see the people that are doing things to us right now? I've already done this. I've been there. I've done that.
Oh, like how he says, I've been on both sides.
I've been on both sides. I've been there and I've been here. I've been a terrible person since that incident happened with me.
You act like he's saying that stuff to Ellie. He never said any of that.
No, but
He implies it.
Yeah, he's implying to Ellie that I am kind of fucked up. Just, as letting you know, I've been through this shit. Like, I've been through the ringer. I've been through the mud. I've done it. And I did whatever I can to survive. But and his brother Joel,
Tommy.
His brother Tommy was like, all that stuff we did was kind of fucked up. We shouldn't have done what we did. I'm trying to build a better world. Here's my city. Here's my village I'm building.
Right.
I'm trying to get electricity going. Everybody's welcome once we know them, once they're checked, their backgrounds. So his brother is actually trying to do some good in the world. And and Joel is literally doing the opposite, killing people, killing the people that are going to save humanity.
You know, you can actually see it in the beginning of the game, though, even before Sarah died, even before all of that happened.
Yeah.
Before he met Ellie.
Yeah.
You know, when they're escaping the town.
Yes.
And they come across the family also trying to escape.
And what did he do?
Leave them behind.
Leave them behind.
And then
leave them behind.
And then in the mid part of the town, when they're kind of surrounded by people who are running for their lives.
Yeah.
He implies to Tommy, run them over to get out of there. And Tommy's like, I can't do that.
Yeah, he does do that. So what makes you think that you are not playing a bad guy this whole time? And it gets revealed slowly, until at the very end where he does the really fucked up stuff.
So why are we playing as him? What was the?
So let me tell you this. The other side of the argument would be, now I have a daughter, 6 months old. I would do exactly what Joel did if I was in his position and the things I've gone through.
Right.
Does that make me a bad guy? Hell yeah, it does.
The music is coming up. It's like, I would kill everybody.
I'm telling you, the choices that Joel made for what he's been through and to rescue Ellie, bro, like, I feel like even before I had my daughter, I was kind of on his side. Mm-hmm. And now I'm like, oh yeah, I understand you now. I really understand you.
Yeah.
Like I would do some crazy shit to save my daughter.
You would do whatever it takes.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I would do whatever it takes to save my daughter. Right.
I'm sorry. Is anybody else imagining like Nomi in place of Joel? Like
no, please don't do that.
Bats.
Got the shiv.
Like, sticking it in the clicker.
Oh my goodness. No, but see, and then the fucked up part about it was like, Ellie wanted this to happen, but he does not give her the option. He does not give her the choice. Ellie was ready to sacrifice her life to find the cure.
Yes.
I mean, the argument can be made. Were they actually going to find the cure? Was this actually going to happen? Or it was just going to be like, oh, this is a dead end. We tried. She died. We don't have a cure.
That's true.
Right. That was the closest they knew about to get to a vaccine, but it was never guaranteed they would get that vaccine in the end.
That's true.
Right. That they wouldn't know that until they actually did the surgery, saw the brain, analyzed it, figured out what it was doing first.
Yes.
In fact, you don't even know if the Fireflies were even going to be like, how do you not know they're telling the truth of who, if she was the only immune person? You know what I mean? It could have been like, oh, we have many more of this, but we're going to try again, right? Ellie wanted to die, sure, but the Fireflies were willing to kill a 14-year-old kid.
But that doesn't matter anymore. At that point, you are the only person that's immune to this thing. We have to
that anyone knows of.
We have to do something.
She's not even like old enough to make her own decision, right? So there's and every single thing, if you are a minor, you have to have a parent or guardian.
If you
Joel was the guardian.
If you live in a fucked up world, I think you're an adult by like age 12.
Where are we saying
you can't you can't make your own decisions.
14? She was 14, right? So there you go.
You gotta sign the consensual forms
She
about
could wield a shotgun at that point. She was fine, and a rifle.
Now,
if you
what's that called? Do not resuscitate for
a DNR.
Yeah.
If you move to Last of Us 2 and more things get revealed about what Joel did and who he did it to, you remember the
winter season,
the actual doctor who he kills in The Last of Us 1
to rescue Ellie.
You don't notice it, but now it's revealed there's a whole story behind who this doctor was and his research and all the little tidbits that you find.
You haven't played part 2 yet.
It's okay.
Wait,
I'm familiar.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm familiar.
But we're not gonna spoil things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tiptoe around actual big moments in the game. But you get to know that this doctor is basically all his life he's been trying to find this cure. That was his point. And he was telling his daughter, hey man, we are doing this. We're going to save the world. They found this girl somewhere, and she's coming to this hospital, and I'm going to, analyze her and figure out, and we're going to fix this. He dedicated his whole life to finding this cure. And here comes fucking villainous Joel.
Guns a-blazing.
Yeah, guns a-blazing. And it's like, so you tell me, what is your argument of him not being a villain? Again, I would do exactly what Joel did.
You know what,
I'm
though?
not arguing that. I would be a bad guy, but he is a bad guy.
Okay.
In The Last of Us.
But you know what? Granted, he is a bad guy. He's done bad things. But really, when it came down to that final scene, this was all Marlene's fault. The entire thing was Marlene's fault. Because look, all through the game, right? What do people tell Joel? You don't know what I've lost. But he's also lost, right?
Yeah, he's lost, I
And
think,
he
more than
didn't-
anybody.
And he didn't lose Sarah to this virus, to these spores.
Day of the outbreak.
Yeah, right. He didn't lose her to that. He lost it from humanity.
He lost
right?
Tess after that.
Yeah, I mean, well, Tess got infected.
Yeah.
But he lost Sarah a different way, right?
Yeah.
Sarah never got infected. Sarah was essentially killed,
Yeah.
right? He didn't get to say goodbye.
No.
Right? He didn't get that time with her, right? Then fast forward all the way to the end, right? He wakes up in this bed. Marlene is there. She breaks.
I feel like you're right. Just a sufficient explanation of what we're doing here, what's
Yeah.
going on, would have been helpful for Joel.
Take this girl across the country. I'll meet you there.
And he wasn't supposed to take her across the
He
country.
wasn't, no.
He was going to deliver her to the Capitol building and be done with it.
Yeah, that was his.
Wait,
That
why
was
did
his
it
end goal.
stop? Why did things go a different way?
Because the escorts all got killed.
Oh snap!
When they got to the Capitol building in Boston,
Yeah.
all the escorts were already dead. And so then it was just him, and Tess got infected. So she's like, go.
Oh, and that's
And he
when.
took her.
Oh, and that's when Ellie revealed the truth about I'm immune.
Yeah,
I'm
like
infected, but immune.
why am I important? It's because I got bitten and I'm still alive.
Well, okay, well, you know what? Let's play a little bit of like devil's advocate because you're over here like, oh, I'll do the same thing Joel did.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just put your place in the doctor, for example.
Yeah.
The doctor has a daughter.
Yeah, he
Right?
does.
The doctor has a daughter. And let's just say you're the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You're okay with killing like a child who is a test subject because you as an evil doctor were able to like, I don't know.
wouldn't say the doctor's evil.
It's
though.
doing something like, okay, taking one life to save billions of people.
Ends justify the means.
or
It does.
whoever's left, really.
It does. The balance there is, okay, I'm going to sacrifice this one girl who actually wants to be sacrificed if there is something good coming out of this.
Mm-hmm.
And saving billions compared to not, keeping her safe, but letting the infection just slowly consume humanity.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
to quote Joel, but it spreads to the brain.
What does that have to do with
No,
anything?
like it goes to the brain.
Yeah,
know
well,
what I
you
mean?
Yes,
die.
it grows in the brain.
Literally, your head splits open and you become a clicker.
Yeah, exactly.
I get some word clicking.
This is
sound.
true.
I'm telling you, man. Like I understand what Joel went through. He went
Mm-hmm.
through some crazy shit, and Ellie was basically his sanity back to reality, right? Like that's
Yes.
her. That's his. Like, oh my god, I finally have someone I can connect with. This is just like my daughter. I'm getting all those feelings back. My fatherhoodness is coming back to me.
Right.
I
But
will
he-
do anything to
But
protect
he
this girl.
denied
now.
it for most of that
Oh
trip
yeah, I mean he didn't
until-
know, and he
Right
was,
until the end.
it was slowly growing in him.
Yeah, until Ellie ran away.
Yeah, that was a different
And then-
infection that she had on him.
Yeah, but then remember what he said to her just before they left, that kind of barn-looking building is like, I'm not your father, and
Yeah.
you're not my daughter, and we're going
Yeah.
our own way.
Yeah.
And then he realizes it after that
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
when he finally lets out.
Exactly. That was such a powerful scene, man.
It was very
such an
powerful.
emotional, powerful scene.
That
I
push
love.
was improvised.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, that push.
I
Really?
love that
Yeah, it was
performance,
improvised,
man.
yeah.
That performance from
It was
these two.
excellent. It was
Ashley
a great
Johnson
scene.
and Troy Baker fucking killed everything about this game. My goodness.
They're good actors, and it's really interesting that like that we're on this. I just want to ask y'all, like, would y'all survive a zombie apocalypse? Like The Last of Us, if that happened in real life?
I would die in a heartbeat. I
Oh,
would die.
you can. You have to save your daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like, what would have to happen? Like, where would everybody be? Like, I know how you
I
would
mean,
die.
everybody really would be. How would I die?
Well, like, for example, like a zombie apocalypse would happen. For you, it'd be like 28 days later, right? You're supposed to rescue your family, but you run away. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
all tough and right up until the end. So
Yeah.
it's like, but the twist is you'd run like half a block.
Yeah,
You would-
only
you would-
not even. I gotta catch my.
You would get winded and
Yeah.
die.
Dude, if it happened in this heat outside, it'd be even less.
Oh my
True,
god.
that's true.
Wouldn't make it.
Rizzy would be like working on a PC, you know, like
In his garage,
and
like,
and his garage, but the garage door is open, so it's like
No,
they
the
all
garage
do-
door's never open.
it's never open.
It's never open. No, actually, I think it would happen the way the last pandemic happened. I'd get trampled in a grocery store.
Yeah,
It'd just
yeah.
be like the most unconvincing way to die. It's like, that's how he died?
Except you don't know what's going on. You're not even there for groceries. You're buying like another like hardware part you need for your PC.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
I'd probably be at the Best Buy and I'd get trampled
get
by like a
trampled.
mad
What
rush.
about
Yeah,
you, Blue? Where
no.
would you be?
Well, I mean, I think I would be like a Men's Warehouse.
I think you would be streaming still.
my green screen is on, but I would just get mauled. Like I'd die on stream. Like,
It's like, wow, this guy has some cool effects on his stream. How is he doing that?
no one's calling the police.
No.
Like,
Holy crap, this is amazing.
wow.
Subscribe.
He was found in the studio.
That's funny how that's all of it happened. He would run away, I'd die on stream, and you would die
In some unnatural way.
unnatural way. Yeah. Oh
With
my
nothing to do with how the pandemic would start.
Yeah. But to end this debate about Joel, the very, 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 very last scene on The Last of Us 2 between Joel and Ellie, that scene just gets me emotional every time I
Oscar-winning.
look. Oh my goodness. And he tells her, if God gave me another chance to do this again, I would do it again.
Same
Every
way.
time.
I would do it every time. Same way. It does not matter.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
That's not a spoiler.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's just a really good emotional scene between these two. It's like if I had another opportunity to do this, would I undo it? No, I would do it again.
By far, some of
exactly
the
the
best
way.
cinematic scenes that's come out of this
my
game
God.
so far.
Dude, once you get into Last of Us 2, Rizzy, oh my God, you don't understand what you're getting. Last of Us 1 is like 15% of what Last of Us 2 is.
Yeah.
Really?
Last of Us 2 is gonna blow you
God.
out of the water. It's so damn good.
It's intense.
The story is so much more complicated and intense. You don't know if you want to root for people or are you like, why am I playing this person? Why am I doing this thing? And you are fighting yourself within yourself. Do I want to do these things or not? Do I make these decisions or not?
Your
Why
wife
is this
will
character
see you
doing
cry.
this?
I'm pretty sure the people at Sony wanted the same thing about Heavenly Sword too.
I
Do
still.
I want to make another one? Hell no.
It still keeps me up at night. I'm like, I just wake up in night sweats, you know, like.
Where is it?
Mariko. You know what I mean? Oh man.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
But hey, thank you so much for watching this edition of the No Logic Gaming Podcast.
Well, let me know what you guys think about the Joel being a villain. Can you comment down below?
Is
Did
he
you
a
think he
villain?
was a villain? What did he do, good or bad, that makes him a villain or a non-villain? What do you guys think?
Comment below and definitely say it's Marlene's fault.
That's true. Yeah, it's definitely Marlene's fault. Also, if you want to roast, you want to join us in roasting Nomi in the comments section about Final Fantasy, feel free to do so
That
as
was
well.
just bad, dude.
Yeah, you offended the entire community, dude. Like, we're never gonna get invited to like any Square Enix studio ever again.
Goodness. I'm going to study. We're probably not going to do this quiz again, but I just want to study for it.
We'll try this for the 1,000th episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. That was embarrassing.
It's true. But if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit the like button and comment down below. Last but not least, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you can see what we're doing next. Thank you so much again for watching this edition of the Logic Gaming Podcast, and we'll catch all of you in the next video.
See ya.
See ya.
Episode 2 in the bucket.
Little bit. What is that? Was the after rolls or something like that?
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
After the podcast.
Man, you really did not do good on that quiz.
Yeah, there were hard ass questions. I didn't know you guys wouldn't come out this hard.
We came
Swinging
guns
this hard.
a-blazing like Joel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro, like it was crazy. It was so hard. Like I was like, oh, this is easy. I'm seeing the questions on screen. Like, oh, I know this one. And then it just went, and then it got into like some nitty gritty shit that you have to like remember. I mean, you got to know I played this game like
That's true.
Yeah.
20 years ago.
like the attack sequence, like what 1.5. I was like, dude, how could you? I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
That was very hard to remember.
I have to play it somewhat recently to remember these things.
Yeah.
It's been so long.
Literally insane.
Like, it's been so long since I played this game. Like, it's been like, I don't even remember like the past 10 years if I played Final
I was
Fantasy
surprised
VII.
they brought up Red 13's dogs at the end.
Yeah, what the
I
hell,
didn't know
bro?
that was a thing.
Like, who pays
I wanted to
attention
know which
that?
ones I got wrong and what were the right answers. I wanted to go through that, but it's okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But it's I mean, you know.
You just play the whole game again.
Live and you learn.
Man, that's a long ass
It's a long
game.
one.
There's so many things going on right now.
997 episodes before we play this again.
That's true. That's true.
You have time.
Cool.
He's definitely hurting.